mark the start of Black History Month, the College Board is introducing a first-of-its-kind course on African American studies. It's a first for many reasons, in part because high school students for the first time will combine history along with art and culture in this course. It's also become controversial. Florida's Education Department, under Governor Ron DeSantis, has already announced the course will not be allowed in Florida high schools, at least based on the pilot, even though the actual has not been released. The framework for the class has not been available until now. First on CBS Mornings, College Board CEO David Coleman and AP African American Studies Director and Program Manager Brandy Waters join us to unveil what's actually in this course has got everybody talking. So Brandy, I want to go to you first as the creator of this course. What's in it? What can students expect?
This course is so exciting. It's an amazing course. It's one where students have the opportunity to delve into the depths of African American experiences. They see the diversity of these communities and the broader connections between the U.S. and the African diaspora. It's a course that allows students, as you mentioned, to explore resources in the arts and the sciences and politics and really come away understanding their current situation much more deeply.
How much did it change from the pilot to what's being revealed today?
So we were constantly iterating. We put out a number of different sources for the first pilot and immediately started talking with students and teachers where the course was living and just asked them which sources are interesting, which sources are engaging, which sources make your creativity come alive, and started tweaking from there.
David, what did you think about the controversy, especially in Florida, where people were criticizing the course who really hadn't seen it and didn't know anything about it?
You know, we at the College Board don't really look to the statements of politicians, but we do look to the record of history. So when we revised the course, there were only two things we went to. We went to what Brandy described, which is feedback from teachers and students, as well as 300 professors who have been involved in building the course. And we went back to principals that have guided AP for a long time and served us well. And what you'll find when you read it, as I hope you will, is you'll find an unflinching encounter with the facts and evidence of African American history and culture that gives young people the chance to think for themselves.
And isn't African American history as well? I think people sometimes make the distinction, don't you?
I couldn't agree with you more. You know, we all know today's the first day of Black History Month.
Yes.
And I know you know that the great Black educator, Carter Woodson, is the one who inspired Black History Month. And he said in 1922, just about 100 years before today, he said, soon we'll be able to tell our story, and only then can we be recognized as people.
But this raises the question, and Brandy, maybe you speak to this. If, you know, of course, African American history is American history, why the separate course? Why the need for it?
Well, what's really exciting about this course is that it's not an African American history course. It's an African American studies course. So we're giving students the opportunity to enter this professional discipline that normally they wouldn't access until college, but now they can get it in high school.
And all students.
All students.
All students.
Brandy, the phrase critical race theory has become so politically charged, and it's almost used to denigrate some in the lexicon. When you hear the phrase and the way it's misused, what do you tell people who say, oh, it's critical race theory, that's what it, what do you say to them?
Well, I think as a scholar who's read many of these works, the first question I have to ask them is what they mean by critical race theory. I'm sure you've had this question before, too.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you just our point of view in the advanced placement program about theories like this. It's not about picking this theory or that. No AP course, whether it's our course in Japanese culture and language or Spanish culture and language, requires students to study a specified theory, trains them in an interpretation. Instead, it immerses them directly in the facts and evidence and lets them think for themselves.
The facts and evidence.
Instead, what they do is they have a research project at the end of the course where they get to pick something, and then they do compare what they're learning about to other interpretations. So the course,
Yeah, one of the criticisms was it significantly lacks educational value.
Again, based on the pilot.
Yeah. What do you both think when you hear that?
I gotta tell you, working with Brandy over these past few years has been a glory to me. And I just want to give her a chance to describe the so many surprises. Everything is in this course. The Black inventors and artists who have just recently been seen. The Black and women and men and gay Americans who are pivotal in the civil rights movement. The people of faith from all backgrounds who contributed so much to the anti-slavery cause. And the role of faith in the Black community. This course hides from nothing. It sees everything. But Brandy, what do you think?
Sure, I think
Less
that
than 30 seconds, Brandy.
that critique has been around for a while, but I know in my life, this field has changed the way that I think about my communities, how I relate to others, and students will have that same experience.
Can adults take the class? I'm thinking, this sounds good.
Probably buy the textbook.
Yeah.
Right, about $100.
Great.
Yeah, can adults take the class? I'm serious.
They should follow along with students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're hearing about families who are doing the readings at their dinner table.
Yeah.
This is deep work.
Yes.
Hardwall, thank you.
Bravo. Congrats.
We're better for listening
Starting
to
today.
it. Yeah. We'll be right back.